Hey, it's Patrick. So I've been wanting to do an office tour. This is my office. It's 3 meter by 3 meter square, or 9 feet by 9 feet. And I was able to get 3 different desks and 3 different computers in here, plus a couple of printers. And it's kind of messy, but it works if you need multiple workstations in a small spot. So I just kind of want to go over how I set everything up here. And so you can see this is my laptop or my portable computer, and it just needs a small little desk. And it's where I charge my phones. And I also have my iPad and books and some other stuff on that little makeshift divider wall, which is just a couple of small bookshelves. And then, I've got stuff like my old iPod Classic and camera and lenses and stuff like that. So that little corner is where I go to if I need to do something quick on the computer, and I don't want to have to boot up either of my other Mac computers, which are desktops, so you don't have to wait for them to boot up. And then I've got some more books there in the corner there, and let's see. Then got the air conditioner installed about a year ago, which has been really nice here in Costa Rica, and it's nice to have a big world map. This computer is actually from 2014, and I've replaced the battery on it and the hard drive. I put in a new SSD, so it actually works okay for basic stuff still. And then here's my 2017 iPad Pro, 12.9 inch, and that's second generation iPad Pro. So you can see there's some paperwork, and there's one of my dogs. And then this is my main workstation. And I've got some headphones and a microphone. And you got to have a battery backup, especially here with the power outages that we get. Otherwise your desktop computer will just shut down, and that's not good for your computer. So got to have one of those. And then I've got some other hard drives and stuff dashed on that little tray underneath. And I like having wired headphones for video editing. And then I got some wireless headphones for calls and stuff. And when I'm sitting down, I use that little footrest. And it actually does help my back a little bit. But I do like the standing desk, and I'll use that in the mornings. And then in the afternoon, I kind of drop it down to seated position. This is my main computer that I use for video editing. It's an M2 Max, Mac Studio. And we got a 15-inch XP Pen Pro that I use as a monitor, and then I'll pull it out and use it as a drawing tablet. Then I've just got an old iPad up there as an extra monitor, and a couple. Let's see, that's an audio switcher, and a couple of cheap stereo speakers connected to the computer. And then I've got Stream Decks. I've actually got 3 of them. These things are a total time saver. If you're not using one, you should look into them, especially if you do a lot of production work. They can really speed up your workflow. And that's the Logitech. I don't know what mouse it is, but it's one of those upright mice that really, I can't really use a flat mouse for very long. It starts hurting my forearm from too much computer work over the years. And then that's an Elgato light, which hooks up to the Stream Deck, so you can just turn it on and adjust the brightness and stuff with the Stream Deck. So that's nice and handy. And then I got a black and white laser printer, and I'll use that, for all my documents that I need to print out. And then this is my third station here, and this is where I do my recording of my YouTube videos, if I'm on the video in the bottom right corner. And what this is a M1 Mac Mini, and it's actually under the desk. And I got an Elgato prompter, and I love that thing. And then I've got the camera is an Insta360. I don't know, whatever the gyroscope one is. But it shoots in 4K, and it's actually a really good picture for what it is, for a little webcam. And then I've got a little soundboard there so the echo doesn't go off of my window too bad. Another XP Pen monitor that I'll use if I need to draw on the screen while I'm doing courses or something, another Stream Deck. That printer, I really just keep it around because it's got the flatbed scanner. I don't really print in colors. Cartridges dry out pretty quick here. And then this mic, I'm actually using it right now. I like this mic. It's fine. I don't know. I'll look up the number here. And then I got a phone. That's my US landline VoIP number. And I use that for work a lot. And next to it is one of those Facebook portal things. And what I got this for is for talking to my parents back in the United States. It's more convenient than talking on an iPad, and it'll ring if it's sleeping, kind of like an iPad. And I got my parents the exact same model, and it's great. You just say, call my parents, and it'll start ringing them. And they got discontinued, so I don't think you can get them anymore, but I really like it. And I'm not the biggest fan of Facebook, so at least they built some nice hardware with those. Actually, really nice to use. And then I recently got this gaming chair, which I like to use occasionally. It's got one of those like footrest things where you can put your feet up, and that's kind of why I got it. Always trying to help keep my back from hurting. And I got an Elgato green screen, and I actually have two other green screens. And the Elgato, for whatever reason, it works better for knocking out the green. So if you're gonna get a green screen, I'd go ahead and just use the extra money and get the Elgato version because it does work better. And then I've got another Elgato ring light, and it's nice if you've got the Stream Decks. Like I said, you can turn it on and off. There's my little soundboard thing that I use to kind of divide the room also. And so those are the 3 workstations that I've got in here, and it's just it's a ton of cables, which I hate, but especially with desktops, that's kind of what you get stuck with. That's about it. So thanks for joining me on my tour of my office. Hope you found this helpful, and I'll talk to you next time.